Hi, this is Vanessa Joy here with Shutter Mag, and we are talking about pricing pitfalls. Now, these are easy things to fall into, especially since as creatives, we just make up our own thing. There's no real guideline as far as how to make pricing and how to make it work. So here are some tips I'm hoping will work out for you. Number one, keep it simple. You don't want to make your pricing too complicated. It's very, very easy for your clients to get distracted, not understand it, and if they're burning too many brain cells trying to figure out your pricing, they're just going to draw a blank and go somewhere else. So make sure that your pricing is simple. Limit it to 3 or 5 packages. For some reason, those two numbers are psychologically easy to understand. Another thing you want to make sure that you're doing is you have to do the math. So don't just say, I guess I'll charge $5,000 for a wedding because that sounds good. No, you have to figure out your cost of business, your cost of sales, your taxes, things like that. Which brings me, by the way, to number 3. Don't think that you have more money than you actually have. When you work in photography or weddings or really any field where you're the entrepreneur and the owner, it's easy to look at all of those big checks that you get and think, oh my gosh, I'm rich, but guess what? You're not. You have to remember that some of that money is going to other things like buying albums, buying prints, cost of equipment, cost of liability insurance, and taxes, all of our favorite things. So make sure that you know the kind of money that you have. Number 4, pricing is not to blame. Now, I say this with a caveat, and I know I talked a lot in the article, which you should go check out, Shutter Mag, about pricing is not to blame for, you not getting bookings and things like that. It's about showing value to the clients and finding the clients that really value you. That being said, you do have to make sure that you're paying attention to the culture and what's going on. Photography is an industry, and maybe it fluctuates. It does, not maybe. It does fluctuate just like any other industry. That's not to say that you think there are a million photographers out there and all of a sudden you should lower your prices. But depending on where you are in your clientele, you just have to find out where your top is, where your cap is. And that brings me to the 5th thing, which is make sure that you are not charging too little. It's also easy to freak out and think, I don't have enough jobs booked, I don't have enough weddings, that all of a sudden now you're charging way too little and you're not making more than you would be making at McDonald's. Not to dish McDonald's, not to diss anything with minimum wage, that's not what this is. It's just to make sure that you should be getting paid what you are worth after all of your costs. So I hope that's helpful to you guys. This is Vanessa Joy here with Shutter Mag, and I hope you check out the article, and I will see you next month.